Jeremy Weiss here. We're here live at RetailX. I'm here with Ron from Kilwins Chocolates, the most popular person at the show. So you were telling me a little about where you guys are based in distribution centers.
Yep.
Talk about some of the interesting production behind the scenes stuff.
So we were founded in 1947 as a confections company, and we were pretty much a one-store company until the 80s. And then in the 80s, our current owner took the company over, and he grew it to about 47 or 50 stores as about 8 years ago. And then when the partners got involved in the company, and obviously he's the owner of the company, we grew the company to its current size, which is just under 150 stores. We're opening about 18 to 20 stores a year. And it's a very controlled growth. We could open far more than that if we decided to, but that's not where we want to be. We're completely, people say bean a bar, but you don't really necessarily know where the beans are coming from, right? So we are completely vertically integrated. So if we add a store, we're adding, production capability of creating the chocolate, creating the ice cream. We do all of our own distribution, our own dedicated trucks, which are designed for us with a cold storage and a freezer storage in the trucks. And we literally go nationally to all 150 of our stores once a week. And so we're talking about, Petoskey, Michigan to Denver, Colorado, and to Austin, Texas, right? And so it's every store that we open is very much a decision.
What are the most popular products?
Oh, the sea salt caramel product, both in the chocolate category, sea salt chocolate, caramel chocolates, and in the ice cream category, sea salt caramel ice cream, which is harder than you think because salt melts ice cream. And so to get salt and ice cream to coexist, but it's incredible stuff. And in fudge, we have sea salt chocolate fudge as well. And those are the hot categories right now. Yeah.
So how did you get into this industry?
Wow. So I've been in retail my whole life. I worked for Foot Locker for a long time, and for Babies R Us, Toys R Us, right? And at Best Buy for a while as well. I was recruited to join Circuit City. And I was at Circuit City for 3 very happy years, but unfortunately I could see the decline of the company, so I leapt from Circuit City to Sears Holdings. And that was a difficult decision and perhaps not my best decision. And so I was at Sears for the length of my contract there. And after that, I had gone through now 6 years of very difficult retail environment. And so I was kind of burned out after 30 years in the industry and 6 years in real.
So you guys got tubs of ice cream. You're like, where can I get this for free?
Well, Sears, I met someone at Sears who was on the board of Kilwins, and Kilwins again was a small company at the time, 47 stores, and he kept stopping for ice cream all the time when we were traveling on the road for Sears, and I was like, dude, what's with the ice cream all the time, And he told me about his involvement with Kilwins, and so when I left Sears, I was just working as a consultant, and so he hooked me up with Kilwins to work as a consultant, and they kept saying, as a consultant, we'd like you to find a Ron Brunette to join the company, somebody who can do branding, like packaging, store design, visual merchandising, store planning, marketing, all of the creative aspects of the company. And so after around 9 months, and I could see some potential, and it was just really exciting to see what the company could be.
Was it one store, or what was it?
It was 47 stores at
the time.
It's
like more than tripled since you've been
right, exactly, and more than that in sales actually, which is the better story. But so after about 9 months of freelancing, and I could see opportunity, I sort of drove myself up to the headquarters and I said, I found your Ron Brunette. Hello, here I am. And so I joined the company at that point.
That's awesome. Yeah. You have been in retail for a long time. What are some of the big mistakes you see people making?
Wow. Without getting into specifics,
well,
no, it's. Okay. I mean, it's just you could go on and on. I mean, what I see is that we used the internet and Amazon specifically to blame, I think, a lot of issues that we have in retail. Yes, that we had in retail, and that's not to say that it's easy, and that's not to say that Amazon is not a formidable, competitor in the marketplace. However, you're seeing people like Warby Parker and Amazon themselves with Amazon bookstores opening brick and mortar stores, right? And so clearly, if I were, Pearl Vision or one of the competitors in the industry, I'd be embarrassed to go to a stockholders meeting and say the reason that our sales are what they are is because the internet's, eating our lunch. And then, by the way, Warby Parker, and I'm just using that as an example.
Right.
I mean, everybody has challenges.
Hey, they're going, they're opening retail
right.
stores.
And I would say the same thing about, in the books, marketplace, in the toys marketplace, in the footwear marketplace, right? You've got, Zappos and some really great companies. And meanwhile, there's opportunities there to open stores, right?
So when you were going in as a consultant, what were some of the important aspects you wanted to make sure as a low-hanging fruit that your clients were executing on?
Well, we have to do commerce in the store. And for a while, about 15 or 20 years ago, some friends,
we'll bring them on right now.
I'm sorry?
We'll bring them on.
Yeah. So one of them reports to me. So, we have to do commerce in the store. And about 15 or 20 years ago, probably a little bit longer, there was a move to make stores entertainment at, I think, the deficit to doing retail. When I was with Toys R Us, as a really good example, we built 125,000 square foot store in Elizabeth, New Jersey, which closed last year, and where you could literally go and spend the entire day with your kid and ride a carousel and bring him to the dentist and get his haircut, and so the idea was kind of interesting, but at the same time, no one ever asked parents, do you really want to spend the entire day with your kid in a retail environment, right? And so there's a lot of things, I think, that are around theater and around making it an experience, but you also have to understand that there's a customer whose successful journey is to do commerce with you, right? And people want to walk away having had a successful journey and not just an experience. It's really got to be both.
What's the best feedback you get from the Kilwins store? What do people love about going into the Kilwins?
Well, I'm very, very lucky. I've been in every product category, electronics and children's wear and footwear, athletic apparel, and so on. And and those have all been really interesting for their nuance. But at Kilwins Chocolates, it's just, who doesn't love chocolates, fudge, ice cream, caramel apples, and so on? And we get happy people walking in. And they bring that joy in with them in the door, right? So, we say even florists have to do funerals, and we don't, right? So, so it's just a real joy. There's never been a grand opening that I've been to where people haven't walked in and said either, I don't know who you are, but I love you already, or I know who you are, and I am so thrilled that you're here. Right. And you just don't get that kind of emotional feedback from people in any of the retail sectors that I've been in before.
What were some of the things you see in the future of retail? Some things you're thinking about, because you also teach at the university.
I do.
You're teaching the next generation.
Yeah, exactly. Well, there's certainly a lot of stuff, electronically that's happening. And for us at Kilwins, because we want to create an old-fashioned experience, we want to keep that in-house. We want all of the innovation necessary so that we talk to our folks in the stores and we help them do a great commerce in the stores and serve their customers. But we don't want to, we're very different in that, McDonald's, for example, does a beautiful job with menu boards and all the digital graphics they do, and it's just incredible to see the ice cubes hit the coffee, and that's perfect for the McDonald's model. That would be absolutely the wrong thing for Kilwins. We make product, we make our own chocolate, we make our own ice cream, and then we also make certain products in the store.
Yeah, I've been in the Kilwins before.
Oh, you have? Great,
yeah, totally.
great. Yeah. So it's important for us.
That's part cool about the experience.
That's right.
Because sometimes you see them making the
Right,
product.
fudge, right? Yeah. Exactly. That's what you want. You don't want a machine making your fudge. You want a person making your fudge. You want him to talk.
I was literally there a week ago.
Yeah.
No joke. Yeah.
Great. Perfect. Did you buy anything?
Of course.
Great. Okay.
I had 2 kids with me. You think we're going to leave the store empty-handed?
Right. Exactly.
Where can people find you online? Where should they go?
Kilwins.com. And we have stores from right now from Denver, Colorado to Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and from Key West to Mackinac Townships in Michigan. So, yep.
Thank you, Jeremy Weiss, live from RetailX.